Hello and welcome back to my channel. Something a little bit different today. I'm doing Louis' brakes on his BMX. Just been told it's Sunday afternoon. I've just been told he needs it for his cycle test at school Wednesday, and the brakes look solid on it. Well, the cables look solid. The annoying thing about it is we bought this bike so that he could do it, and they did one day of it last year, and then they cancelled it because there wasn't enough kids doing it, and now they've all of a sudden decided that they're going to redo it, so he's got to do the 2-day thing again. But yeah, a bit more notice would have been nice, and because it's been sitting outside all winter, so we're going to have a look and see what we can figure out. Right, first problem, I've undone it now, but first problem was you couldn't pull the front brake on at all. That was, the cable's jammed. I've released it all now. Down a bit of a bad design, I think, is where it curls around here, and the water's run down and it's rusted the cable, and I think that's what it is. I'm going to have to take it off and have a look. Back brake's the same still, as you can see. I don't even see it, it looks solid. And I'm guessing that might be down here again where it's looped, and these are other cables for it, so it come. Could be the gyro locked up. I don't think so. I don't think it's that at all, but we'll take some cables off and see what we can get. Yeah, so we ain't got much time to order cables. If we need them, got to stuck them along a little bit. Wiggle it. There you go. Let's try it now. That's it, pull that tight. It's a bit stiff. Oh, it doesn't really turn, that's right stiff in there. So I think that's a new cable job. I don't know. Might leave it up and yeah, it's a bit stiff, but it's not too bad. It's not returning. I think it will return on that. Now it's had a bit of movement. Let's try putting it back together and we'll try it again. Right, that cable's really graunch, you can feel it, so definitely a new front cable needed. We'll have a little play with the back one. On the gyro, I'll show you the gyro just in case you don't know how it works. Before the tripod up. Oh, so focusing away. Basically what you've got, I can't do it, the wheel's locked in here at the moment. But basically you've got a plate with your two cable. The single cable comes into a double, and the idea is it pulls it up square, so that's what comes into a double. This is just a fixing bracket. Underneath here is your gyro, and this spins. Well, you can see actually no focus in it, but this spins to the back end, so you can see. Move the back end around, and but it pulls it up, so it doesn't matter where the handlebars are facing. It pulls up. It pulls the two cables. Still pulls the two cables up. Goes into one, and obviously it goes back to a splitter, and then they go back to the brake caliper. Yeah, so it's quite simple. But again, I reckon it's the same problem here. I think it's got rust in there. But we'll have a look and so we get on. Talk a bit about this stand. See if bikes, this obviously is on a stand, it's not a stand I normally use. Here comes the door shutting on it. Quite a basic stand. Like I said, normally you put the bikes in the other way, but he's got his peg still on the back, so for quickness, I've just chucked it in this way round. But this stand, it comes from Universal Cycles, and it was the one. It was the #1 stand in their, I suppose, factory or warehouse department, whatever you want to sort of call it. And that's where all the Universal bikes up to about 2000 and I'm guessing 2006 were put together on. So it's got quite a bit of history to it, and obviously we've just chucked it outside and it's been painted on. But it did have all names. Lou's painting over them, but it did have all the names of the blokes who's used it. And I don't think there's anything left on it now. I think that was all on the end what he sprayed black. But yeah, so if you know your Universal Cycles, I mean they're sort of cheap and make. That's from their factory or from their warehouse. I think I'm trying to think when I picked up 2006. I think. But, yeah, all the returns definitely went on that. So yeah, it's got a bit of history behind it. And it's quite an easy thing to make. I did have a fold-up one, the same but fold-up one. Not as strong, but I kept this one. Right. Trying to think which way this is. This was this way round, and the cables are bent up like that. Like I said to you, they're filling up with water. This one's not too bad, as you can see it. I'll try to get a bit closer in a second, but and that move's not too bad. This one here is thick rust, and it's really graunchy. You can see it. You can see it there. And yeah, so if it gets desperate, I'll just oil them up. But I'll see if I can order some before Wednesday. Actually, look at this cable here. I don't think so well you can see it. Well, you can see it. Not the outer bit. Don't worry about the outer bit. The cable itself. What has it got on there? See the rust? Because it just makes the cable thicker, and then it just catches on the inner liner. So, I mean, I have got the stuff here somewhere to rebuild all these cables. I wonder if I can find it. Probably not. But I'll see if I can order some, and if we can't get some, I'll have to put some cables together, I think. Like front brake cable's no problem at all, it's just a cable with an end and then all this just slots in. That's not too bad at all. So right, as soon as I get the cables or figure out what I'm going to do, we'll be back. So hold on 2 seconds and we'll be back. Right, the cables have turned up, or the back cables have turned up. So this is the lower one, back one, and this one underneath is the front one. Yeah, we've had a bit of an issue with cables. The front cable I thought I had ordered and she hadn't, so that means a quick trip to Halfords. We paid 3 times the price. But yeah, so we're going to fit these back ones now. It's very windy outside, so I don't know what you're going to be able to hear, but let's give it a go. Right, I'm going to start by unhooking the other cable up the top. Just pull them out the thing. That goes. That's it really. That's all for there, and I've just got to do the other end. I'm going to try to move you, but I'm a bit worried about the wind noise. Hopefully you can still hear me with the wind noise. I'll just push this cable down, slackens these off, and then they're both out, and then just unscrew these. Screw the other side. I did a video yesterday of the breaker, and for some reason it's come out all sort of blotchy. I'm just hoping this one don't do it, because nothing's changed, so I'm not quite sure what's doing it. was fine when I looked at the edit, but yeah, perhaps I can do something with it before it goes on tonight. But yeah, so I'm wondering if I am wasting my time. It's basically the same again with the bottom one, just flick it over and screw it. Wouldn't mind when it plays up, but when you put so many hours into uploading it, and the trouble is because it's like on the machine what I've done, ain't like I can refilm it. Yeah, we need this one the same as that side. Oh, so that my fingers caught up around it. Just watching stuff blowing around. And that's off. Got to snip the end under this cable. It's got the end on it. I've got to cut the end off. I don't know if you can see that from pointing at it. It's just about. Then I can slide this out, and then we can carry on. Right there. So I've just snapped the cable and pulled it through there. Okay. I'll go and get the other cable. See if I can line it up. As you can see, looking at the outer cable, that's the one that come off, and this is the one that's got to go on. So it's got to be cut down. I've got an end to go on it when I've cut it off, but it's in the van, so just for the making of this video I shall put it on afterwards. So basically all you've got to do is measure them up, allow a little bit for the end, and cut it. I mean, a decent set of pliers will do it, with cutters on it, or wire cutters. You can buy proper cutters as well. I don't think you can hear me with this wind. Right, let's give it a go. As you can see, I've cut it down now to length. It's rough, I know, but I will put an end on it later. Just put it through. So I've got to cut this cable down because it's long. What should go in there? Also, you're going to need to adjust it, so because these are sort of been straight, not kink, they're going to take a little while to kink into place as well. And I don't like too much of this kink, but they are about the same size that goes through there. I won't get my thing, never I? So anyway, so I forgot. Just put my screw threads in there. Right, just realised these come with a set of left hand and a set of right hand, so make sure you get the right one for your thread and your bracket. I don't know if I mentioned it just now because I've cut a bit out. That's not my dog, Barbie. So then just slide it over, and then when you got it on, just doing that up. Just got to bend it in shape. I thought it was strange. I tried this just now, and it's strange. That's left-handed thread, and the other one won't when I've done it. That's basically it until you need to adjust it and get the back end sorted. Just do the other side, you won't be able to see it, so I'll turn you off. I'm going to do exactly the same. Hopefully we can polish around, let us look a little bit more. So like I say, these are only pattern ones, so they're like universal, so I don't know how good they actually are. Probably not all that good, but as long as they do them for his test tomorrow, that's all that matters, isn't it? I don't know if I showed you putting that clamp on, so I'll do it again just in case I haven't. I can't remember the names now. You wouldn't believe I used to do push bikes up for a living, would you? There you go. There you go. It just slots on in a place like so. Pull the cable up a bit, it helps. Like that. So it's in the slot. I don't know if you can see it. It's in the slot. And then you just put the nut over. Do it up. I hope you see it because I can't see the views fine because the sun's on it. And I'll do the same to this one, and then we just screw them into this plate here. one of the things you'll notice when you put this on is this outer cable is shorter than that outer cable, so that needs to go on this side. In the UK, the law is a rear brake should be fitted to the near side, what is the left hand side as you're sitting on it. There should be the rear brake, and the front brake should be on the off side, what is the right hand side. The reason they do that is so that anybody can jump on a push bike and ride it and not get the brakes moved up, because the last thing you want to do is think you're putting a back brake on and it's a front brake and you'll go over the handlebars. And I think the only time you can get away with it is if you've only got a back brake, because there's only the one pedal, you know. But if it's got front brake, it definitely has to have, you know, that way round. Okay. I don't know what other countries have the laws are. There's several little laws like that. You're not able to sell a push bike in the UK with without the brakes that way round. And another silly little law is, or rule, or whatever you want to call it, is that all push bikes, second-hand push bikes, will be sold with a bell. And I can't think of a time I bought a bike, a second-hand bike with a bell, but a bell or a horn or some sort of warning sounding device. Anyway, it's a little bit more rubbish than isn't it? It just slides on that one there. This goes around here. I've just got to tighten that up, and then I'll cut this down, what we've got left over, and then I'll just run through it quickly, we're going, and then we can adjust it, tighten it up, adjust it up. Oh, the wind's really picking up. Comes up here to the splitter, up to the 360 gyro, and then top cable come out and round like so. Remember, one of these would be short, well, not what's in the way really. This one will be shorter than that one. This is going to this lever here. At the moment, let's see if I can get around here. At the moment, I've left the old adjuster on it. Might change it to one from the kit. All these are right-handed thread, but there are left-handed threads in the kit. I don't think it was about, I think it was about £7 a set. But, yeah, the front cable is pretty simple. It just goes through, round, and up. But I'll do another little video on that, I think. Okay. Right, I'll do this, adjust this up, and we'll have another look at it. Oh. Seems to have a lot of shake in this, but hopefully it's alright. Got the end on it, the end cap on there. I've cut the wire. This line is pushed through a bit. I'll push it back. Obviously it goes on here, which is nice and tight. I normally use a third hand. That's a handy little tool, but Louis hid it somewhere. Just sort of straighten this out and then adjust it up a bit more. What I do with these, obviously it's got a split in it. I do like one turn this side, one turn that side, then I'll alter it quarter turn, whatever it needs. And it comes up, round, back in there. Pretty simple. Like I say, you need these pulling up. I'm going to have to sort these out in a minute. Make sure they're pulling square. Yeah, it's slightly on one side, but I'll adjust that. So it pulls nice and square. Now I've just got to do the front one. The front one's easy. Like I say, it just goes in there, through, round, back on itself. Like I say, this is only why I'm doing it. If you're not sure, because it's brakes, it can be dangerous. You're not sure about it, take it somewhere else and get it fitted. Yeah, it's not a bad job. It's an easy little job really. Half my job is I ain't got my tools here. Or I've got my proper cable cutters and stuff. Yeah, easy enough, isn't it? Right, like this sort of stuff. Thumbs up. Check out my other videos. Subscribe. Press the subscribe button. And all the rest of it, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.